Oh, hi. My name's Walter Poplin. I'm one of the machining teachers here at Surrey Community College. So here in the machine shop, we make parts out of various materials such as wood, plastic, brass, aluminum, steel. We use various machines such as mills like the one behind me and lathes as well. We also use surface grinders. Surface grinders allow steel to be machined to a very, very tight tolerance, sometimes just a mere fraction of a human hair. So with these various machining types, we can literally make just about anything. You can take a piece of solid metal and remove metal until it's any shape you want. With the combination of a mill, a lathe, and a surface grinder, you can make it all. All right, so machining at its base level is removing material from a part to make it into something that serves a purpose. You know, if you like using your hands, if you like seeing something get created in front of your eyes as you work, then machining is for you.
I got interested in machining because I didn't feel like the university was the right fit for me, and I was looking for other career alternatives that I could pursue. I would encourage people to try machining because it's a good career that's hands-on and you'll be getting paid good for it, and there's lots of opportunities out there to find a job.
When you come to Surrey, you have the option of 2 certificates, a diploma, or a full 2-year degree. The job field for machining is huge. A lot of the machinists right now are on the older side and they're starting to retire, and not a lot of us young people are going into machining. So the job demand is absolutely huge. If you want a job, there is one for you in your local area.
So I did decide in April of 2016 that I did want to go to Western Carolina and get an engineering degree. And so I'd sort of evolved to that decision because I realized I wanted to be doing the Mastercam program, and I wanted to be the guy sitting there at the desk importing a 3D model, or making a 3D model and then bringing in my tools and then basically creating the manufacturing process for it. And I sort of had a realization when I was applying for jobs that I'm gonna need a little bit more as far as education, so I did decide to further my education. And I definitely think that had I not gone to Surrey, I would have struggled a lot more in engineering, and had I not gone to Surrey, I definitely would not have the knowledge base to do my current job as a manufacturing engineer right now. I do CNC programming and Mastercam, and the knowledge that makes me money at the end of the day came from Surrey Community versus the 4-year education. The 4-year education opened doors just like Surrey did, but all that technical knowledge was well worth the investment at Surrey.
On this table, we have a bunch of examples of various stuff that's been machined throughout the years. This will be your first project. It's just a hammer with a plastic face and a brass face. You'll make every component of this hammer, the handle. You'll put that knurled pattern on the handle. You'll engrave your name on the top. We have some examples of things that are used in local industries that are often machined that we can have you practice machining, so you're getting some real world machining skills. Sometimes we make things like this lightsaber, which have a more artistic, sculpture-esque quality. We do 3D printing. We've got some 3D printed USB drive holders right here where you can see we have filament 3D printing as well as resin 3D printing, and you can see the difference there in texture as well as definition. This is a piece of a prosthetic leg. A few years ago, we helped someone out that needed some of these pieces machined. This one is not actually complete, but you can see that it started life as a solid chunk of aluminum and then was machined out to fit the specifications. We also have a laser, and we make lots of wood things. We make coasters, ornaments, rulers, signs, things like that. So right here, we have a 5-axis machine Knight. It started life as a solid cylinder of aluminum, and then we machined the roughing pass, which looks really rough. You can see that it's kind of squared off. And then here's the finished pass with a ball nose end mill. So from solid metal to roughed out product to finished product.
It was, when I first started this class, very intimidating because I didn't know anything about machines. However, within the first week, I felt comfortable. And I think anybody that would like to learn how to do things with your hands, especially on machines, would really benefit from this program.
I was able to graduate from Surrey debt-free due to scholarships from high school. And so that was really nice. I was able to go into the field and just start making money.
I guess when I started the program, it was at a time in my life I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. And just within the first 2 or 3 weeks of the program, I understood that I was pretty well where I needed to be. Everything just made sense, and everything just kind of fell in place. And here I am 8 or 9 years later, and I'm still in the machining industry and doing something that I find purpose in every day.